I'm making breakfast potatoes. This is chicken sausage. It has Monterey Jack and chicken. I got it from Publix. Really good chicken sausage. If I'm eating sausage, it's gonna be chicken. And then some eggs. I'm gonna eat a banana too. This one is rotting. Okay. Yeah, not mature enough for that, y'all. Yeah, I can't do it. Never mind. There's a smiley face. So I'll do the potatoes in batches. Usually I'd add peppers or onions, but I don't have any, so the potatoes will do. I just want a thin layer. If you see the way it's getting crispy, if you cut the potatoes small enough, you do not have to boil them first to soften them. They're so small that the water that releases will cook them, and then it'll just fry once that water has evaporated. So I cut them small so that this can happen. All right, so this first batch is done. I'm going to take it out the pot and do the other batches. So I'm prepping this for the whole week. In the mornings, all I have to do is get up and heat them up. And I'll show y'all after all the batches are done. Potatoes are done. These look good, y'all. These look bomb. These should definitely last me. I add ketchup at the end. That's just me. It's not the most healthiest thing to do, but you could also just do tomato paste or tomato sauce. I just do ketchup just because I had ketchup. Now we move on to chicken sausage. So this is breakfast for the week. I've got the potatoes, chicken sausage, eggs, a little bit of guacamole. A meal for champions, y'all. This looks really good, and I'm so excited to devour this. I'm trying to up my protein. I don't know. Clean eating for me just means whole foods, making healthier choices. So like, these are pretty high in protein. I do the potatoes myself just so that I can skip out on like preservatives and stuff. I just want to put whole foods in my body, clean eat as much as possible. I'm eating so bad recently, y'all. My birthday was like 2 weeks back. Even for like the previous month before that, I was eating so bad. So I'm really trying to just focus on eating like this. Regardless, it's all about making choices good for your body. Okay, boom. We have our meatballs. This is lean, what is it? It's not 80-20, so what's it, 90-10? This is lean ground beef. Mixed it up with some breadcrumbs, seasonings, egg, green onions. I really like green onions if you can't tell. But I'm gonna be making teriyaki meatballs. Never had it before, but it sounds good. We're gonna cook these up, bake them in the middle if need be. I'm gonna have it with some rice and broccoli. This is gonna be my lunch for the week. I really needed a good recipe that will pack well because I'm gonna be taking my lunches to work. Everything else doesn't really matter. I really need a good lunch that packs well because that's how I end up spending the most money. Whenever I'm out or at work or on the way to work and I'm hungry and I just stop and get something real quick, you know me and Pam, we got our meatballs, so let's cook them. First of all, if y'all see sweat beads forming and dripping, please don't mind that. It is the dead of summer, and I just spent a bunch of hours in that kitchen, y'all. Please, I need this. But the fact that, y'all, this thing, it's mid. I can't lie, it's mid, okay? It's very mid. My goal here was to do chicken teriyaki meatballs, but I didn't want to use chicken because chicken is my meat of choice for dinner. So I was like, okay, I'll use beef. It's not nasty, but I'm not making this again. It has potential though. If I were to do this again, I would do chicken instead of beef. Or to be honest, just do a stir fry or something like that. I feel like maybe some peppers and more onions would help. I don't know, it's just very flat. It's very one-dimensional. There's no umami going on. It's beef, it's rice. But at the end of the day, I got my vegetable, rice, and I did the lean beef. It's keeping me from going to Chick-fil-A. If y'all try this, do it with chicken. Me, I'm an onion lover, and I also like texture and layers in my food. So I would even add some regular onions in here in the meatballs, kind of see what that does. Get some more crunch or something going on. I'm just very bored with the meal. You win some, you lose some, because don't act like my other recipes don't be bangers, y'all. I be in here cooking up some heat, so we're bound to, you know, lose a couple of battles here and there, but it ain't nothing. But I think I'm going to take the rice and eat it with my chicken for dinner tonight. And I have this chimichurri sauce that I made for a steak, and I pan-seared the chicken with the chimichurri. Y'all, that thing is buzz. I've been on chimichurri for a couple of months now. It just adds this super duper freshness to a steak, but once you cook it and put it in a pan with whatever you want, the thing hits too. And to be honest, all chimichurri is essentially a marinade, so it's so versatile. I'm about to start cooking so many things, so I'm gonna have that for tonight. I'm gonna also show y'all that. Presentation wise as well, it's a little lacking. It looks like dark balls of meat. It's just this is my thing. I'll be sitting there brainstorming, okay, what do I want for the week? And I'm just the type of person, the thing that I want on Monday, I'm not gonna want on Friday. I'm just not. But I refuse. Like, there's just no way I can keep going to the grocery store day after day. Like, I don't know how my mom used to go to the grocery store and cook something new for me every day. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, imagine you're a parent. You've been at work all day. You're tired. You come home, you pick your precious child up, you get home, you cook the night before, and they talk about something, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? You know it's for dinner. You had what was for dinner. So prepare for dinner number 2. I get it now. Cooking is such, I love it, but realistically, when you have other things to do, it is just not feasible to be cooking multiple times a week. That's why I like to try to buy things that I can put in other parts of my meals. The broccoli, I could eat that for lunch or dinner. Chicken, I could easily cut up some chicken, put it in a breakfast burrito, or I could have it for dinner, or I could put it in a wrap. Very versatile. I try to do that just so that I'm not cooking more, but I'm also giving myself variety. It's just a learning curve. I think I really am getting good at breakfast though. Breakfast seems to be where I experiment the most because I have time to play in the morning. By the time lunch and dinner come around, all jokes aside, I'm hungry. What do we eat? And especially because I take it to work. So that's all for this. Maybe don't follow my recipe on this one. I'm at work, eating my lunch, not eating from work. Be proud of me, y'all. This is some chicken with chimichurri. Muy bueno.